Yeah. And so now you got the one of the blue chippers, right? From and when you talk about from a heel and a baby face, Rude being a heel, he was second to Vader in '94 here in May. And he's injuries. We know they happen, but hey, Rude is critical of Sting, Arn. I don't know if you knew that about being reckless because of that elevated platform and how the ring was set up, even blaming Sting for his career ending injury. But talk about that. The elements, they were set up differently. It's you got to, I guess, understand your surroundings. Know, hey, there could be some differences here because of how this platform was attached to the ring. It jutted out a little bit from the ring. He took those 2 steps back to catch Sting. I don't know that you can lay it all on Sting. Obviously, Rude has passed, but just a terrible situation looking at it.
I'm not going to judge it or evaluate it without being able to see it. You know,
Sure.
I know being a professional, nobody meant for it to happen. I was horrified when it did.
Yeah,
Uh,
not no intention, ill
certainly an
will.
certainly an accident, but you're just as hurt, and the ramifications are just as bad, whether it was intended or not. That's
He,
how.
yeah. He was one of those wrestlers, Arn, that had purchased a Lloyd's of London policy. So for those that aren't familiar with those, if you're injured in the ring, uh, something happens with your career, the policy would pay for lost wages. Other wrestlers that had those policies included Kurt Hennig, the Road Warriors, Ted DiBiase, Dynamite Kid. Did you ever have a policy like this, or what did you hear about like this Lloyd's of London deal?
Well, I heard it was very expensive.
Oh, I bet.
You know, and I couldn't afford it. There's no way I could have that would have fit our budget. I mean, I heard numbers of like 15,000 a year premiums or something like that back
Okay.
in, and that's back in early 90s. It's a lot of money. Um,
Yeah.
and you had to go through quite a bit of testing and a lot of stuff and be declared, I think, even by a couple of doctors that you were no longer able to wrestle. It wasn't just cash in your policy. I think there was a lot of stuff that a lot of guys had to go through as well
Sure.
to qualify for it.
Yeah, he doesn't wrestle again, as I mentioned. He makes appearances in ECW and WWF before coming back to WCW in '97, appearing on Nitro the night after the Montreal Screwjob. But man, this is a big loss for WCW. Again, second heel only to Vader at this time period.